Welcome back to Madam Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Shall we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today? Why don't we? What have I been up to today? Not much. Did a bit of programming. Played a bit more TFT. Still trying to climb. It's not going well. Or it's going mediocrely, should I say? But that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about random things that I randomly come to mind right now. You know what has come to mind is actually like a subreddit that I was recently reminded of. That actually we'll get into that in a second. Let's see what Isabel's got to say first. Hello there everyone. Right now in Fawnhollow, it's 4:37 PM on Wednesday, September 9th, 2020. Now for today's announcements. Today we have a visitor staying at the campsite. I hope our guest is able to see what it is that makes Fawnhollow such a special place. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. Oh, it's been a while. No, has it been a while? No, it hasn't been that long, has it? It's been like a few days. Never mind. A visitor at the campsite, who do we think it is? We don't have a cranky villager right now, so it's highly likely to be one. I believe. Not highly likely, but high percentage chance, shall we say. Because Nintendo want you had to have one of each personality type, and I do as well. Who are you? I don't... Are you Blanche? Piper. Hi there, I'm Piper. I'm Tits camping on your awesome island. It's kind of random that I came over to Fawnhollow, but I'm way glad I did. This place is the bomb. I'm so jelly of everyone who lives there full time, something. You have very nice eyes. Is that weird to say? I like the design of your eyes. Anyway. No, a subreddit I was reminded of recently. It's the one called Word Avalanches, which is basically a tongue twister subreddit, if anything. So, oh, Leaf. When's the last time you visited her? Have you got, Holly plant? I think that's the only one we're missing. I'm here to shop. No hollies. What should we do? I guess we'll just sort out the flowers, as usual. Make sure to customize our... Oh no, maybe we need to buy a new shovel. Anyway, it's Word Avalanches. It's basically a giant subreddit full of tongue twisters. Kind of, but but not like the She Sells Seashores... No wait, She Sells Seashells by the Seashore sort of tongue twisters. Well, they kind of are. That's not what I meant to buy. But they're like constructed ones by submitted ones by the submitters. Not by the submitted ones. What does that mean? They're very interesting. I know tongue twisters themselves are kind of interesting. We used to do them in primary school. I don't know. Maybe it's to practice like linguistical dexterity. I don't know how you describe it, to be honest. She Sells Seashells by the Seashore. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. What other ones are there? I don't really remember. Clear favourite, we don't really need this one anymore. I don't want to play with you anymore. What the... Irish wristwatch. That one, I've got to be honest, I think that's the hardest one. The hardest tongue twister. I feel like I can do all the other common ones pretty... Not easily, but I can say them 5 times fast. That's like the metric you use, isn't it? Say this tongue twister 5 times fast. So let's do... She sells seashells by the seashore. 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 See? That was not bad. Also wanted to say red lorry, yellow lorry, 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 red lorry, yellow lorry. Was that 5 times? That might have been 6. I don't know. I wasn't counting. That's quite a hard one. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Okay, well, I failed that one. Yeah, let's get a list of tongue twisters up on here. Tongue twisters. There's probably a Wikipedia article on them, listing them. 50 tongue twisters to improve your pronunciation in English. Okay, well, that website is broken, so I guess I won't click that one. Let's go to Wikipedia. Good old Wikipedia, I can always rely on it. We've only got knowledge cosmos here, that's surprising. We used to do this in primary school, just practice saying them. Not even in class or anything, just for fun, I guess. I don't know. Watching people fail to say words is pretty good. I remember when I was in primary school, the red lorry, yellow lorry one. That was the killer one, you know. No one could do it. Even now I kind of struggle with it sometimes. I say sometimes like I'm practicing tongue twisters on a daily basis. I don't, mind you. I haven't really thought about tongue twisters for ages. I don't even know when the last I don't even know why I'd think about tongue twisters randomly. Hello, Raymond. we do have a singular present to give you. So you'll have today's lucky cat. Ciao, Crisp. We'll become your best friend, and you can teach us the final emotion that we can't feel. Let's see. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells... Wait, types of tongue twister. Hold on. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. For if she sells seashells on seashore, and I'm sure she sells seashore shells. I didn't know it was the full version of that one, to be honest. Why are we running over here? We don't have any fruit to give you. Hello, Savannah. Just reading a book, I see. Oh, what do you think about Diana? So it seems that some folks call you subscriber, and I think it's a fabulous nickname. If it's alright with you, I'd love to start calling you that too. Would that be okay, Poppet? Fine by me. It is a bit of a weird one, isn't it? Subscriber. If anything, you're the subscribers. Unless you're not subscribed, in which case, fair enough, I guess. I was going to get fruit. That's what I was going to get. Wait, were there no new hyacinths? Everything's so automatic now, but I'm not even thinking about what I'm doing. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. For if she sells seashells on the seashore, then I'm sure she sells seashore shells. That's a pretty difficult one, isn't it? Oh, don't mind that. Small jump. Tongue twisters, yes. That probably explains why I have the Wikipedia page or tongue twisters up. Was I reading previews? I don't know. Oh yeah, here's a Peter Piper. I know Peter Piper has a full version. And this is it apparently. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. A peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. Where's a peck of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked? That's pretty good, I think. Where are all our fruits? Apparently they're non-existent right now. Oh, do we get a blue rose? We did not. Alas, poor Yorick. I knew him well, Horatio. I don't know the rest of that quote. I don't even really know where it's from, so much for that. What's the next one on the list? Oh, there's a Betty Butter one? I don't know. I say I don't know. I have heard this one before. Vaguely. How many fruits do we need? We need 9 fruits. Okay. Okay. I'll take one from here, one from here. I will give one to Rowan, otherwise, because we won't be back here unless we're actually watering our flowers. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter. The butter Betty Botter bought was a bit bitter, and it made her batter bitter, but a bit of better butter made with better batter. So Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter, making Betty Botter's bitter batter better. That wasn't very good. That could be better. Hold on. Clear the throat. Bring it in closer, so I can actually look at the microphone properly while doing this. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter. The butter Betty Botter bought was a bit bitter, but it made her batter better. But the bit of better... Oh no, that's terrible. You know, just abandon that. Abandon all ye who enter here. Bruh. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter, but butter Betty Botter bought was a bit bitter, and it made her batter bitter, but a bit of better butter made the batter better. So, no. Makes better batter. I read it wrong. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter. Betty Botter bought a bit of butter. The butter Betty Botter bought was a bit bitter, and it made her batter bitter, but a bit of better butter makes a better batter. So Betty Botter bought a bit of better butter, making Betty Botter's bitter batter better. I like that last line. Betty Botter bitter batter better. It sounds very, very nice, you know. There's a nice rhythmic swing to it, or something. Oh, no one will finally get our blue rose. It's been ages, hasn't it? Oh, did you know that many tongue twisters use a combination of alliteration and rhyme? I have 2 or more sequences of sound that require repositioning with tongues between syllables when the same sounds are repeated in a different sequence. An example of this is a song. Betty Botter is a song. I would play it, but I don't want to get content ID matched. Here's all our fruit. Apparently we never planted a cherry tree here. I didn't really notice. Let's see. So we need 7 more fruits, 5 more fruits, 4 more fruits, 3 more fruits, Is Fuchsia home? She is. Why don't we buy her a bit of bitter batter? I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Oh, this is a classic one. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck would chuck over wood that wood. Wait, what? This is actually different from what I thought. A woodchuck would chuck over wood he could chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood. See, I thought it was how much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck would as much wood as a woodchuck could chuck if he could, or something like that. I can't remember it now. I catch a lot of tongue twists. The catch a lot tongue twister is a great example of what anyone can think of when doing daily activities. Pardon? My friend Catchalot in his cachalot would catch a lot of other cachalots in their cachalot who would catch a lot of cachalots. I don't know what that even means. What on earth is a cachalot? What's a cachalot? I feel like we could have used the word catalogue. Maybe we can make our own tongue twister. How we do that, I have no idea. I don't even know how you start to make a tongue twister. You hear like a very confusingly said sound and you're like, ooh, that'd make a good basis, would it? The following tongue twister won the grand prize of a contest in Games magazine in 1979. Are you ready? Shep swab shopped at shop snap shops. One shot of shots. Snap stopped shrubs watch. What on earth? That's just utterly nonsensical. In a good way. We need 3 fruits. Let's get cherries, why don't we? Some tongue twisters take the form of words or short phrases which become tongue twisters when repeated quickly. The game is often expressed in the form of say the phrase 3 or 5 or 10 5 or 10 times fast. I pop a cup of coffee. Pop a coffee. What? That's actually pretty hard. Hold on. A proper cup of coffee, got a proper cup of coffee, got a proper cup of coffee, got a proper cup of... A proper cup of coffee, got a proper poppy... A proper cup of coffee, got... A proper cup of coffee, got a proper cup of... Wait, I said it right, hold on. A proper cup of coffee, got a proper cup of coffee, got... Wait, this one's actually really hard. Yellow leather, red leather. See, that's just yellow lorry, red lorry, but worse. Maybe. Yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather, red leather. Yellow, red, leather. Never mind. It got me. I'm being made a fool. We have more black flowers to put down, but we don't have anywhere to put them, which is a bit of a problem, isn't it? I suppose we could extend the black flowers over here. Hello, Vivian. Irish wristwatch, swish wristwatch. Wristwatch. That one's definitely the hardest one. Irish wristwatch. Pad kid pulled cold. What? In 2013, a psychologist in the Acoustical Society of America conference claimed that Pad kid pulled cod is the trickiest twister to date. How do you even judge that? Do you just go like up to random people and be like, hey, try and say this 3 times fast, and then see how well they do it? Is that how it works? Maybe we could fill up the entire park with black flowers. Let's just do that, like we did with the pink ones over there. Does it make sense? Not really. But we're running out of room to put all these flowers down on our lovely island. And I don't want to get rid of these flowers. Not yet, at least. Not yet. If it's our thematic. What's our thematic, you might ask? Hello, Diana. I already spoke to you today. Wait, what? Do you want this? We spoke with her. Oh, she was thinking about something, wasn't? Oh yeah, she wanted to call us a subscriber. The butterfly kimono actually looks really good on Diana. You know, there's tongue twisters in other languages as well. Like in Chinese, there's only one I know, which I'm not even sure if I'm going to say it properly because my Chinese isn't that good, but it's like, which means, is that 44 stone lines or 44 dead lines? Tongue twisters in Chinese get pretty crazy though, because the fact it's a tonal language, which means that you have, for example, a word, shi. If you were to Romanize it, being SHI, but you can say it in 4 different tones. Sh, 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 sh. And each of those have different meanings, you know? Generally. And sometimes even the same tone has different meanings, so that's, that can be confusing sometimes. But that means, yeah, wait, hold on, it's coming back to me now. There's that poem, all using one sound in Chinese, isn't there? That's pretty crazy. Hold on, I'll go search it up after I finish planting these down. We didn't have a lot of flowers going this time, did we? Been rather sparse. Have you Fawnhollow? Hold on, let's see. What's that? Chinese tongue twister 1 sound. No, what's that? No, maybe it's like Chinese poem 1 sound. Lion eating poet in the stone den. There we go. Where is it? It's not listed here. Transcriptions. Shi. That's apparently its title. I can't find its actual poem. Hold on. I thought it would be on the Wikipedia page. Apparently it's not. Oh, I forgot this. This isn't really a tongue twister, but it's a fantastic, I suppose, word avalanche. Why am I in the shop again? Hold on, let's see the premises. There's 2 students, James and John, who were required by an English test to describe a man who had suffered from a cold in the past. John writes the man had a cold, while which the teacher marks incorrect. Or James writes the correct, the man had a cold. Since James' answer was right, it had a better effect on the teacher. In other words, James, while John had a better effect on the teacher. That's one of my favourite things. Word avalanches, tongue twisters are all fantastic things. Honestly, they deserve their own separate episode talk about them, except for I don't know enough of either of them to really sustain that. Get out there, Walking Leaf. We're not here for your tomfoolery, alright? You know what's something I haven't done in Animal Crossing for ages is I haven't wished upon a star. It's been a while since I've done that. Oh, are you watering these flowers? How nice of you, Raymond. Who are we not giving a present to? Amelia, Lily. Amelia and Lily is all I can think of. Sylvana? Have we seen Sylvana? I can't remember. James or John had a better effect on the teacher. It's like the buffalo one. You're crafting something, Amelia. Let me just open my inventory next to you, apparently. A Cosmos shower. I think I already know how to make this. Sure do. Oh yeah, let's find us. Lion eating poet in a stone den. Fun Chinese poem on Duolingo. I'm not going to read this out. This is just, it's basically that over and over and over and over again. I can read out a translation for you. Let's see. Here it is, in English. Lion eating poet in a stone den. In a stone den was a poet called Shishu, who was a lion addict. A lion addict? And had resolved to eat 10 lions. He often went to the market to look for lions. At 10 o'clock, 10 lions had just arrived at the market. At that time, Shi had just arrived at the market. He saw those 10 lions and using his trusty arrows caused the 10 lions to die. He brought the corpses of 10 lions to the stone den. The stone den was damp. He asked his servants to wipe it. And after the stone den was wiped, he tried to eat those 10 lions. When he ate, he realised that these 10 lions were in fact 10 stone lion corpses. Try to explain this matter. That's a fantastic, punchline to the end of a poem. Try to explain this matter, huh? It's like, not learn. Drop this item here. I guess we'll just water these flowers. I don't know what else to do. I'm trying to explain this matter. What is it? Something about that phrasing just seems hilarious to me. If you can tell, by the fact I'm laughing at it. Human response and all that. Emotion of laughter. It's just like going, how? Why? You know that Earthbound music meme? Where it plays that funky music? I can't remember how the soundtrack goes. And then it's just like a picture of it with like a black border and it's just got the words how. Try to explain that matter, huh? So yeah, Chinese gets pretty crazy with the puns we can do as well. Chinese language is extremely good at puns. I'd imagine other tonal languages are as well. I'm not very well versed in them though. But wordplay, or character play, I suppose, is a big thing there. But tongue twisters, yeah. Tongue twisters, I had a conversation with someone. I can't remember who it was with. I think it was just some random people in this Discord call. Because they speak other languages as well. Oh, hold on, there's a red cosmos here, we need to move. And we're talking about tongue twisters in other languages. There was one in French, which I can't remember exactly. It was something about tortue. Tortue. Which is like turtles. The turtles did something. I very much can't remember it off the top of my head. Probably owing to the fact I don't speak French. Which would have been a useful fact. To recite it. Did we water the windflowers? I don't remember. Oh, hello Savannah. Junebug, guess what? I finally won a prize from a magazine contest, but it turned out that I won something already. An acorn knit hat. Sure, you want an after-school jacket? Delinquent Savannah. We're here for it. We're here for your bad girl attitude. I don't think we did water these. They don't look watered. I wonder what the hardest tongue twister in all of existence is. Like, if there was someone who could speak every single language fluently, and you got them a list of all the hardest tongue twisters in the world in every language, which one would be the hardest to say? I don't know. I felt like I watched a video, maybe it was by Tom Scott or something, I can't remember, about how tongue twisters work, and it's because you keep going back and forth between two different, or at least isn't it like the red lorry, yellow lorry one works because you go back between two different sounds in your throat or something. Law. Like the lorry and the law and lorry is like at the back of your throat or something. Rolling your tongue back. Lorry, red, lorry, yellow. But the low in yellow. How did you get here, Savannah, so quickly? It's like at the, with your tongue at the front or something? Can't remember exactly. Which makes it so difficult to do. You're basically doing tongue gymnastics or something. Trying to speak it. Tongue gymnastics. That's such a weird phrase now I think about it. That's what tongue twisters are. You know what's even cooler? Something that you've maybe never considered before about tongue twisters. Is there's tongue twisters in sign language too. They're called finger fumblers. It's a load of hand movements which are rather difficult to chain together or something. I don't know much sign language, so I can't really comment on that. I know like random animals. Because for some reason, once in primary school, we had an assembly where one of our teachers just taught us a load of words in sign language, and then for some reason, to the day, I still remember it. So I know the alphabet in British Sign Language for no apparent reason. I also know the sign for British Sign Language in British Sign Language. I know some random animals, like horse, whale. I can't really show them to you, isn't the unfortunate thing. So for all you know, I could be lying. You know, I wonder if, is that searchable? Can you just like search up a finger fumbler? Hold on. Finger fumbler. I just got a load of pictures of a cat's cradle. The playground game, not like an actual cradle of a cat for a cat. Finger fumblers. The sign language equivalent. Oh, hold on. I didn't watch that properly. Oh, a tongue twister called a finger fumbler. The phrase good blood, bad blood is a tongue twister in English as well as a finger fumbler in ASL. One syllable article is a form of a Mandarin Chinese tongue twister written in classical Chinese. Pardon? Due to Mandarin Chinese only having 4 tonal ranges. Oh, that's just like the line-eating poet in the Stone Den. These works sound like a work of one syllable in a different tonal range when spoken in Mandarin, but are far more comprehensible when spoken in another dialect. Oh, I didn't really think about that. You know, something just occurred to me as well. Tongue twisters are going to be easier and harder in different accents, aren't they? Maybe I find Irish wristwatch so hard to say, but if I had like a Cockney accent or something, or a Northern accent, maybe it would be considerably easier. I don't really know. Irish wristwatch. I did Southern drawl. I'm not going to do that again. That was atrocious. I'm sorry. Not particularly good with accents, so I'm not even going to try. We still have 3 persons left. Oh, we didn't. We passed Lily's house again and forgot to give her something. My bad, Lily. You gotta think the hardest tongue twister in the world must be in a tonal language, because then you got to balance tones as well as the actual words themselves, right? So you can have a double whammy of getting the tone wrong and followed by getting the sound wrong. That's my guess, at least. My linguistical guess. My distinctly lacking linguistical knowledge, to be honest. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Why can't I do this one? Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. See, that sounded okay to me, but I bet if I listen back to that, it probably sounded terrible. Tongue twisters are hard. I suppose, I mean, that. Yes, that is the point of them, isn't it, dear? We should probably just get rid of these two. These red and white flowers. But just in the middle of all these other flowers which we don't want to water. The only reason I don't want to water them is because we produce far too many flowers each and every day. What are we meant to do with all these flowers? We've got nowhere to put them. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch. See, the Wikipedia article said Irish wristwatch, Swiss wristwatch, which that's just a whole nother layer of difficulty. I can't even say Irish one properly. Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch. Kind of defeats the point if you try and say it slowly, though, doesn't it? What should we do? Why don't you give us a present to Lily, and then we'll round off the episode there, huh? Oh. I forget, I meant to shoot these down. That way we can eventually get a golden slingshot. She's not even here. Oh, another cut right before the end. But anyway, shall we round it off here then? So if you have been watching, thank you very much. This has been Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, and subscriptions are greatly appreciated. Maybe subscriptions should be a tongue twister. That's a word I'm not very good at saying, huh? I greatly appreciate it. And join the Dear Darling Discord down in the description below. I hope we can see each other again, but for now, it's farewell. So until next time, bye-bye for now. Irish wristwatch. Oh my god.